here, uh, an alumni of Alliance High School by now. I did my KCSE last year, and by God's grace this year I scored an A of 82 points. Yeah, so I wanted an A of 84, but who knows? Uh, God is there for all of us. Anyway, I was diagnosed with right maxillary sarcoma after my KCPE, and I underwent treatment in India. But then uh, everything went well. But unfortunately, I don't know whether the surgery success was complete because I also have some difficulties now and then, including infections here and there, that has made my life in high school really difficult. Most of my time in school, I have spent it at home or in the hospital. I used to even carry books along the way in the hospital. I used to try and read, but yeah, faithfully, I managed with the help of my classmates. Of course, they stood strong with me. They were encouraging me here and there. My class teachers, um, the principal, uh, and even the kitchen staff there, they used to really feed me well. Though I could not eat well, that sometimes I stayed hungry like for 4 to 5 days. That was during my KCSE. I went to the exam room hungry for a full week without having anything apart from water. And until I had to be changed the diet where I used to only drink instead of eating. Uh, yeah, and also during the exams, I used to bleed a lot in the middle of the exam. For example, in the English paper, I really bled. Even I'm sure the paper has blood in it, and I don't know how I've gotten these marks because I myself, um, I know that I blundered because there are some papers that I didn't even finish. I left some questions blank because not that I didn't know the answer, but because I was in too much pain. Yeah, but God is faithful, and also uh, because of this condition that I underwent, I want to pursue medicine so that I can become a neuro-oncologist, so that I can help other students out there or even adults who may be going through uh, this predicament in the later years, because I have seen the journey. It's not easy. It's really tough. And I know that God does this thing for us because maybe it's our destiny. When I was about to start my KCPE, an incident occurred that shattered my life for a moment. I felt as if I could not continue with my journey straight ahead because of the pain and all that. Because, at this side, the entire jaw was removed, so it was replaced by a flap from the leg, and it's not a part of the body that it should belong where it is. So with organ transplants, of course, there's never an assured success, and so after that incident occurred, I had a lot of pain, and the only way out was do a surgery as I was told. But then the surgery is also deemed to fail. Uh, we have been told so much more by a lot of doctors that it cannot happen. But in India, they say that they can try to do it through 3D printing. And so the day before KCSE started, um, for a moment I saw that there's no way that I'm going to complete this exam. There's no way that, and if I do it actually, there's no way that I'm going to succeed in it. Because what's the point of life if you're going to die eventually? And so, even as I did my my KCSE, I was ambivalent at first because, what's the purpose of it eventually? Yeah. and it really broke everyone's heart. The entire high school, Alliance High School fraternity was completely shattered, but they came together. So I didn't want to speak to anybody because I was completely down, and I said, okay, whatever comes, it comes. I'm not doing the exam for myself. Let me just do it for them. Let me just, because they were pressuring me to actually do it, so I was like, okay, let me do it for them, not for myself. And also when the results were coming out, I was not surprised by what grades I got because I had prepared by 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 August last year. By August last year, I was 100% sure I'm going to get an A. I was sure. Even my mom here, when she was pressuring me, oh Vincent, you need to go and study this and this. Oh, why are you spending so much time out here? I knew I had prepared enough. I knew I was going to get that A. And um, so the grades didn't catch me by surprise actually. Yeah, so I didn't want that, but maybe but I don't have any regrets. I don't have any buts. I just say that if God has done this to me, what can He do for you? Okay, when people hear of cancer, what comes to their mind? It's a death sentence, of course. They have to die. There's no any way out. But I'm here today to tell you that I am a testimony. I've gone through all of that. I have seen the journey myself, and I have made it through. When I started this journey, um, we were a lot. We were very many. I had lots of friends who were encouraging me that I'm going to make it. But unfortunately, they all succumbed, and I was the only left. And my message for you today is, if you might be going through what I underwent, just know that there's a way out. Because if I myself did it, I'm sure you can manage. For I have undergone a lot since childbirth. And though, though, though life might throw lemons at you, I don't like this phrase of making lemonade. Maybe you should try eating those lemons. Eat the skin, feel the bitterness. That is where the sweetness is. For after defeating this outrageous disease, you get that joy, you get that pride. And that is what pushes me on, wakes me up every day to try and be a better person, try and eat well, try exercising, so that this thing can be defeated eventually.
Now, how did this cancer disease start? It started by toothache pain. But after he finished the KCPE, that's when the problem really deteriorated. After we were diagnosed with the cancer, the doctor told us he cannot join Form 1 at that time because the treatment would take long time. So we went to Njiri School where he was admitted. We talked to the principal. We told him to secure us our place in Form 1 because we were not able to join. We presented the medical documents, and for sure, he secured the place for us. So for that one full year, 2021, Vincent was bedridden. So he did not join school, so he deferred Form 1. He joined Form 1 later with the class which was behind him. That was the class of 2021. One day, I was called to go and pick him because he was unwell. And we went straight to Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital. As I was crying to God, asking why me, I remembered Mr. Chomba, and who is in Alliance now. So I decided to approach Mr. Chomba, requesting him if he can give me a chance for Vincent to join the school. He told me, bring him for interviews. We went for the interviews and he passed. And that's how Vincent joined Alliance High School. The last days when we were about to do the KCSE exam, Vincent had a challenge. I think there was a classmate, they were arguing with the classmate, and that classmate slapped him right at the right side where the operation was done. And it was so severe. He was taken to the hospital at night. And I was called at 11 p.m. at night. We went back to school, and after we arrived, he went to the dormitory, and I went to speak to the deputy principal and the class teacher. As we were speaking, Vincent came with a piece of paper. He handed the piece of paper to me, and he said, "Ma'am, I am not going to do this exam again. I will not do this exam. I am fed up with this life, and even if I do this exam, I have no future. I know I am going to die." I tried to ask him, why now? Why are you giving up at the last minute? See the journey we have walked together. The school has been supporting you very much. Me as your mother and your siblings, we have been supporting you very much. The church has been supporting us. Why give up now? And we are given a clean health record that you are cancer free. He said he does not want to do the exam, and all he wanted is mercy killing. He just said he wanted me to sign for him a form. There's a procedure called euthanasia, whereby you are injected with some drugs and you die slowly. So that's what he said, that's what he wanted. We tried to involve everybody. The principal, he refused to talk to the principal. He said he does not want anything. He just wants to die. So I had no option. I had to come with him here at home. And here at home, it's just me and him. I tried to talk to him. I prayed with him. And by morning, by 4 a.m. in the morning, I woke him up, and I asked him if he wanted me to take him to school because the exam was to start that morning. And he said yes. So by 6 a.m., I was in Alliance High School. And mind you, this boy had gone mute. He was not talking to anybody. So Vincent was not eating. He was not talking to anybody. He was just mute. So he did the first paper of English. He came to me where I was. I asked him, how was the paper? He didn't talk to me. He even refused to take lunch. During all that period when he was doing the exams, he was mute. Not only to me, to the entire staff. But now, who is God? the devil was trying kuzima ile nyota yetu. But who is God? Now we are shining. We are celebrating. It has been 4 years of in and out of school because of the challenges he has. He was diagnosed with a maxillosarcoma, which was fast growing. It started way back in the year 2020 when he was about to do his KCPE examination, and that was that term. It had just started like tooth pain, and I took him to several doctors, of which we are just being treated for pain. Then after the KCPE, the pain subsided and the results came out, and he scored 391 marks. The day the admission for secondary schools were being released, he was in so much pain, and I decided to take him to Thika, where he was seen by Dr. Awero, who is a musculofacial surgeon, and that's when he was diagnosed with high-grade sarcoma. We started the journey of chemotherapy at Nairobi West Hospital, chemotherapy and radiotherapy. By the time we were finishing the 4 cycles of chemotherapy, we were told he had to undergo 4 more cycles of chemotherapy. And by then, his condition had really deteriorated. So I felt he could not withstand any more chemos. And I decided to seek for a second opinion.
I'm happy today for Vincent, who set for his examination, KCSE, last year. And he got a very good grade of an A of 82 points. So, and I can attest that Vincent is a good boy. He's a behaved good boy. He's hardworking, and we really thank God that God gave him the grade despite so many challenges of life, which our mom, who is my friend, shared with me. And all through, we have been praying for him. And we really thank God for this grade he has gotten. We can only say it is the hand of God.
I feel like God has finally answered my prayers, because truly to what he has been telling his mother, he also told me all he wants is to die. Personally, it broke me. I went to an extent of asking God, why him? And yeah, I think I even told my mom, especially when I received the news that he's sick. I went to school crying, because I was like, okay, I've never experienced someone who is sick like that serious. So for him, I cried, and I told God, I can't cry anymore, because crying won't change anything. Therefore, I leave everything to your hands. So I continued praying for him, encouraging him. And yeah, this is nice. And I pray for him that even as he goes to the next level of his life, I pray that God may open doors for him, and may he always stick to God, because God has good plans for us. He has a future ahead of him, and it will be greater and marvelous. And May God bless him and his family. May God also strengthen his mom. And yeah, that's it.